Okay, when I was trying to test this receptacle outlet, see if it's GFCI protected, the cover came off. And it sparked. It was pretty scary. And I can't get the cover back on. That's okay, because I used the cover to hold the wrong kind of screws. The wrong kind of screws, this is not GFCI protected. The wrong kind of screws holding the cover plate of this on. This is a Zinsco breaker box. What you see is the top one, 50 amps. Its air conditioning is properly fused. The bottom space here, that's where they got it marked out, that's empty. So you got an open knockout on the cover. And the cover is held in place with the wrong kind of screws. It's a Zinsco 100 amps, so that no longer meets the current amperage for the city of Dallas, city of Richardson. 150 is the minimum. You know, it was fine when the home was built, and by the current code, it's still 100 amp is the minimum you can put in a home. But again, local municipalities have more stringent rules. If we were building this house today and we're not, it'd be a minimum of 150. It's a Zinsco. It's a very unpopular panel, a single bus panel. I cannot condemn a panel based on its manufacture, but this is a very unpopular panel, and you're probably going to have, buying it's going to be easier than selling it. That's all I'm saying. I'm a hypocrite about a lot of things. I live in an older home myself, but I would replace this panel, and that's up to you. So we're coming in here. We got aluminum to copper, which is okay, and we got a copper ground wire, main ground. We only have one. We're supposed to have two, but when this home was built, yada yada. No antioxidant paste on the aluminum connections. Wires, cables touching the panel cover. Not supposed to have more than 1/8 of an inch. Okay, more than 1/8 of an inch between the cabinet and the wall. That compromises the fire blocking. Also, that open knockout right in there compromises the fire blocking. These open knockouts. They're supposed to have connectors. See these other connectors over here? Now this connector over here has got, what, 3 cables coming through it? 3 cables. You're supposed to have a maximum of 2. Supposed to have a maximum of 2. Let's go down here to our grounding bus. Our neutrals and our grounds share this bus because this is the primary load center. And we're learning that we got some neutrals that are double lugged. You can double lug a ground, but you shouldn't double lug a neutral because a neutral is carrying power. Got a little bit of corrosion on that grounding lug right there. Look at that. Now you can double lug a ground, but you cannot triple lug it, quadruple lug it. So we got some over lugged grounds and some double lug neutrals. White wires going in. Okay, they should be wrapped with black tape. I get it. If you don't know that's a hot wire going, then you don't belong in this cabinet. I get that. We do not have a main principal, a single breaker. Now, the rule is for a disconnect, as opposed to a principal, which when you replace this panel, as I'm encouraging you to do, the newer ones all come, just all the main load centers anyway, primary load centers, come with a single main principal. Okay, but between like this 50 and 50, that's for the air conditioning system, it's properly fused. We got trip ties between that 50 and 50, trip ties coming on down here. Now, this second set of greens, there isn't a trip tie in between them. So we have more than 5 throws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 throws, and that's a 220. It should have a trip tie anyway, so we're missing a trip tie, or you got too many throws to qualify this as a disconnect. So again, I just highly encourage you to replace this cabinet, and not based on its manufacture, but it's just not suited for the way it was installed is improper, and it's not suited for today's applications. So I again encourage you. Lawn sprinkler, Okay. No instructions. Zones are not labeled.